you are right, then they must invent. And if you are wrong, we will find it out. I am only going to waste my 10 minutes. I said, waste? She said, yeah, if it doesn't work out, then it will be wasted, but I'm going to try. So she tried. And when I went to London after a few months, kids came, 5 kids came, Christian, Mock, Amit, Kamal, Caprice, Tahsin, Amy, Hatida, Ife, Ulas Khan, and they brought a book called as Inventions from Whitmore for Professor Gupta. And this book they presented to me. So these are kids of class 2nd, 3rd. And beautiful paintings they made. So this kid, class 4th, I'm going to redesign my go-kart, and my go-kart should climb the stairs. Nirma students, as you might know, a few years ago, designed a vehicle which can climb the stairs. You know, the engineering students. But she is in class 4 and has already conceived an idea which is beautiful. Now she designed an earring which has a phone. Little girl, class 5th, Winnie, she didn't want teacher to know that she's talking to her friend. Hello, क्या हो रहा है? क्लास में टीचर बोल कर रही है. यार तू क्यों बैठी है? बाहर आ जा ना, पानी पीने चलते हैं. You know, the kids will talk to each other in the class. They can't talk openly, so they're telling each other, like, teacher is boring, not telling anything interesting. Let's go out and go for a cup of water or something. You also come, I'm also coming out. And you know, they're going to take a furlough, but obviously it's an interesting idea. Who knows, someday it may happen. So like this, there are a whole range of ideas, and somebody thought of a kitchen sofa. Why should mother stand all the time in the kitchen? She should have a sofa, and on the sofa all the gadgets should be attached. Now she must be worried because her mother must be standing all the time and doing work in the kitchen. She said kitchen sofa. You sit on the sofa and do things. Interesting idea. So a lot of ideas came, a lot of things came, and what I'm going to show, some of the ideas which came from Indian kids. And I went to one of the schools here in Eastern Ahmedabad, and one boy said, why are buildings straight? He was not a student of architecture yet. But he said, I want to live in a city where buildings are curved. And he designed all the buildings curved in this painting. Because he didn't like the straight buildings. Now imagine, in a school of architecture, nobody has asked this question. सारी बिल्डिंग सीधी क्यों होती हैं, माचिस की तरह से दबे क्यों बने होते हैं, टेढ़ी मेढ़ी क्यों नहीं होती? Why are they not curved? In other words, this kid has the courage to question a form which has been stable for centuries. Doesn't matter if it's right or wrong, but he has asked a question. And like that, there were many, many interesting things I will show you later. But let us see how this kid designed a wheelchair which can be navigated by breath. So by breath, Sushant Patnaik's wheelchair can be moved forward, backward, left or right. Now the question that arises, first of all, why should he invent this? Why do people innovate? Because the problems of wheelchair people must have affected him. And why did he take the tough problem? Why didn't he take the problem of the people who at least have their hands working? At least legs may not be working, but hands were working. So they could have used different navigation by hand. Why did he pick up the worst case of disabled person? Who cannot walk, who cannot talk, who cannot move the hands, who cannot move the legs? Why should somebody pick up the worst problem, most tough problem as a child? No, but he had seen different kinds of disabilities, but he didn't anybody in his mind who was as disabled as this one. But the solution that he wanted to develop was for the worst case. It will work for other people also, but it will certainly work for the most disabled person. I am saying that this desire to take the toughest problem is not ordinary desire. Is not an ordinary desire. A society which can encourage children or people, young people, to think of the toughest problem can enthuse them to come out with extraordinary solutions. And such a society will have a lot of respect for diversity, because no two solutions are alike. See, when you said we should be evaluated on creativity, you can't compare this solution with somebody else's solution. And we will see that. We will see that. So it's not an easy thing. It is not an easy thing to compare and evaluate. So this girl came out with this idea. She saw many people go to bus stand, railway station, they don't have place to sit. Sahi hai na? So she created a seat in the stroller. Good idea. Now a designer has made it into a proper product. Future Group has taken this technology for selling in their stores, Big Bazaar, and they are going to stamp it with a slogan called as India Ka Idea. India Ka Idea. That is the slogan Future Group is going to give. So what is it happening? A child is ideating, engineers are fabricating, companies are commercializing. We have inverted the model of innovation. Nowhere else in the world it happens like that, isn't it? In India it will happen like that. Now imagine if our kids start inventing, our elderly people, professionals start fabricating, and companies start commercializing. Haven't we done something different from what the rest of the world does? Kuch to alag ho gaya. I think if we want to talk about doing things, we have to do things differently. New models have to be evolved. Many times I read papers, assignments. Google gives 10% or 20% time to its staff. That generates a lot of query. I gave you an example of Google search engine the other day. Google does an awful job of a searching engine. It is true that it's very popular, but it is not very good for a student, for a children, for a scholar. There is no search engine for children. Can you believe it? There is no search engine for children, which will only show them, if they specify their age, it will only show them the content which can be understood at that age. Koi nahi. In other words, the largest company in the world, one of the largest companies in the world, children don't exist for them. They don't matter. And we call them empathetic organizations, we call them sensitive organizations, we call them responsible organizations. So please understand that innovations or the thing that we do need not emerge from our knowledge. These kids don't have more knowledge than most of you sitting here. Ye to baat sahi hai. What do they have more than you? Huh? But what triggers the willingness? Sahi baat hai na? You have also seen, I have also seen people struggling on the railway station or airport or bus stand without a place to sit. All of us have seen that. मेरे दिमाग में ये idea नहीं आया. Despite thousands of innovations that I have seen, मेरे दिमाग में तो नहीं आया ये idea. आपके दिमाग में भी नहीं आया. उस बच्चे के दिमाग में क्यों आ गया? She had more feeling than any one of us, so far as this problem is concerned. We'll break for tea, but my question to you is, I'll show you some more examples, but we should resolve this issue. When we take actions, what do we do? What do we ensure? You mentioned that when passion leads to purpose, you said that, when passion leads to purpose, life is blissful. But what is sapping the passion? Puncture kahan ho raha hai tube ke andar? Where is the tube getting punctured? What is happening? So after the tea, please tell me, where are we going? Where are we missing the point? Where are we missing the point? It's our life, our mind, our body, our destiny. Why are we not getting feelings? Problem kahan hai? Mujhe bataiye na. After the tea. Thank you.